liniment. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Did I at some point press my greasy head against that television?
That could have been any one of us.
Because there is a mark there that looks like it's definitely going to affect my viewing pleasure when we try to watch a film at some point with our new popcorn machine. By new, of course, I mean it's 5 years old.
Let me tell you something about being 3 middle-aged men.
Okay.
If you see...
you are 3 middle-aged men?
Right now, I am on the shoulders of another one, and there's another one below that. I am 8 feet tall.
Wow.
Muppet Man! Yeah, Muppet Man.
And you've got like a trench coat that covers you all.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. Wow. I love that gag. That gag will never not be funny to me, and it needs to be brought back. The idea of hiding as 2 people with a trench coat and being like, 1 ticket, please. Yeah. Like that always makes me laugh.
Kids will do that, and it will totally work.
It'll work. We're an adult.
I'm an adult. Can't you tell? Look how tall
I am. Within the normal range of height.
Yes.
7.5 feet tall.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I think the cartoon style absurd jokes are truly one of my favorite. Like earlier today, Clayton was talking about this berm that we have in our new facility. No, why would you need a berm? We don't need a berm.
I haven't gotten a berm since the 80s when I got glamour shots. Yeah. Go on about the berm.
The berm did look good.
Thank you.
Hypothetically, there's a farm in Texas that we are building out a facility and have an area. And since it's in Texas, you could theoretically put up a berm, put targets on the berm, and then shoot your BB guns at it.
Whatever. You'd like to shoot your shot, you've got a berm.
Yeah, you got a berm.
What's a berm?
Maybe bow and arrow.
Bow and arrows. Yeah, archery stuff. Yeah. So Clayton asked, what is a berm? Because I didn't know, he didn't know until you taught us what a berm was.
It's essentially a hill. it's a short...
It's a mound.
It's a mound, yeah. It's a mound of land, that could exist naturally or could be put there by an earthworker.
Right.
Earthworker.
That's a great band.
Yeah.
They're doom metal.
Earthworker.
Yeah, with a tambourine in it though.
Yeah. Well, if you put a tambourine, it becomes Dune. It's Dune metal. Yeah.
And that's perfect for a berm band.
For a berm band.
Of earthworkers. Yeah. We've created a new genre of music, Dune metal.
It's anything that works in the sand but is also heavy.
Absolutely. That's great. I love it. A berm.
A berm. Yeah. So we were talking about the berm and then talking about, should we put a saloon next to the berm? Or maybe we should put it behind the berm. And then I said, why don't we just put it in front of the berm? And then Clayton said, yes. And if you fire at it, then you have to, your glass may break and you might have holes in you. But the moment you take the drink, it'll pour out of all of the holes in your body, like in the cartoons.
And that is always a funny image. To take something like that, the holes in the body, the holes. Yeah, that's great. I love it.
Yeah. It's absurd. It's insane, which is my favorite. That's
well, back to being 3 middle-aged men.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is you asked if that smudge was yours. And I said, when you have 3 middle-aged men and you see the smear of maybe a head being pressed against a wall, a table, just a sense of, it's an imprint that says this. That's you know how there's trackers in films and they grab the soil and they pick it up and they go, someone's been here. Or they touch like the warm flame. If you go into a place and you see a forehead print against glass or a mirror or a desk, you're like, there's a middle-aged man has been in here.
Not only does he require a place to put his head while he deals with but he also is old enough that there's grease.
There's grease, yeah.
On his head.
He has healthy pores. Or maybe he's moisturizing.
He could be moisturizing.
Because his partner said you need to moisturize, so that it might not just be grease, it might be just added to prevent us from wrinkling and growing old too fast. Maybe that's what it is.
Which is all because we don't look like we're growing old too fast.
No, I think we are aging quite gracefully.
Quite graceful. There's some grace.
There's a few
grace. She died 30 years ago.
She did. Poor thing.
Oh.
Although now that flipped. Have you ever? This is something I realized, that the names that my mom would have never named her children because those were old people names, right? Are the names of the Zoomers.
Tell me some.
Grace.
Grace is yeah, that's right. Grace is making a comeback.
Graces everywhere.
Yeah.
I named my kid Owen. There are Owens everywhere.
Yeah.
That's not a name that my mom would have. That was an old people name.
I know.
Person name.
I know. It comes full circle where you have the things that are cool and then they go away, and then something from 1920, 1930 is now coming back into. I'm excited to meet like the next Horace.
Yeah.
Or
Agnes,
Mildred, Mildred, Roberta.
There'll be some Ethels coming around. You
Ethel.
just wait, Henry Higgins.
Yeah. There's a great singer, a project called Ethel Cain. It's not her name, but the project is called Ethel Cain. So yeah, because of that, Ethel will rise.
Ethel will rise. Ethel will rise. Grace will rise.
Yeah.
They will rise.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Well, my name in 1978 was not very popular, but thanks to a little series of books called Twilight, it had Jacob had a total day in the sun. And so for a while there, it's dying down a little bit, but I would go to a mall or a shopping area and every mother was going, Jacob, 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 just yelling at their kid who's running off and doing something.
All named Jacob.
And they were all named Jacob.
And they were all Team Jacob, those moms.
They were all Team Jacob, those moms. Which I don't blame them. Go Wolf. All day, every day, right?
Wolf it out, baby.
Wolf it out. Edward, Team Edward. He's
sparkles.
Pricing.
That's fascinating.
What?
There weren't a lot of Edwards.
No, because I think there was something about, I don't know, I think that Edward didn't get that same. I mean, he was the lead. He's the main
he got
guy.
the girl and everything, right?
Yeah,
and there were a lot of people at the time who were Team Edward.
Yeah.
And yet, I know one Edward from that period of time.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I know a lot of Edwards.
But Jacob definitely it was the number one name in the country for like a 10 or 15 year run in terms of what people are naming their boys. Wow. So I am not special.
No.
That's in that way.
That's true. Oh, yeah. I mean, no, just in that, regard.
I mean, the reason why Team Jacob was so awesome was it was Taylor Lautner, who was really handsome.
Stud muffin. Yeah, he was cool. It was a different type than Edward. Edward was the emo, sad, head down, and Taylor was supposed to be shoegaze, right? The emo boy. And then the other one was like, kind of savage, rough, and so that kind of ripped, if you will. Had his starts in Spy Kids, right?
Was it Spy Kids or Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Maybe it's Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I think you're right. I think it's Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
To the
internet. This is very important. Our audience needs to know.
Let me tell you something.
Where did Taylor Lautner get a start?
Let me tell you something. When we sat this morning, if there's one thing that we did on Biofriendly Podcast, it was prepare.
We did.
We had a subject.
We did.
And if there was one thing that we did on Upward Spiral, we
over-prepared.
we over-prepared. We wanted to have so much ready to go that we would never run out of this topic.
Yes.
So we've decided this time around, never prepare. Never.
It's true.
Not in a million years. We're going to just see what comes out of these faces with no rehearsal.
And I feel so confident about this idea. I feel like
I'm not even worried about it.
No worries. People are going to definitely want to know what thing occurs to us in the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you
what
I was thinking about because we were just this morning the cartoon logic.
Yeah.
Which forced yet again another strong bad impersonation to come out. And I was like, I feel like you or Clayton or one of you has a deep understanding as to what happened with Homestar Runner and
that's Noli. Noli knows all about Homestar Runner.
I feel like you had wisdom to give this world about what happened. What happened to those guys?
They got hired.
That's what I thought.
They got hired. So has anybody here seen Gravity Falls?
My favorite freaking show.
That's right. That's the Gravity Falls guys.
Yeah, Brothers Chaps were on that team.
That's amazing.
We're part of that experience.
Team Jacob?
Yeah, Team Jacob.
Team Jacob.
All part of my team.
Yeah,
no, but that's
which
huge.
Which is and are now successful in the animation industry. Period.
And they did it.
So they just made it. But you do get every so often. You do get a new Homestar Runner like maybe once a year.
They're still doing them.
Yeah, you get they'll throw you they'll drop us they'll just drop something to keep us happy.
Yeah,
about once a year usually you'll get something.
Yeah,
you get something, a Halloween one, a Christmas one, a 4th of July, just a random holiday, or they're just something occurs to them and they make an episode. Yeah. So he does pop out now and again. Homestar Runner, it's called Homestar Runner, but it should be called The Strong Bad Show.
It should be called The Strong Bad Show.
Yeah.
And so for our audience that doesn't remember, This has got to be early 2000s. I want to say maybe 2003, 2004, 2005. It's early. This is pre-YouTube. And back then, the internet was all Flash animation. That was like how you got anything accomplished was with Flash. Because video, you just couldn't run it at the speeds that we had. It was too heavy. It was too heavy of a lift. So these guys created the show, and I was at my first office job, and I don't even remember how I found out about Homestar Runner. But my morning ritual was to sit at my computer, open it up, and just see if there was a brand new strong bad email. And so for those of you who are old enough to remember, exactly
from my female.
It was a Flash animation cartoon show that had a cast of characters, but Strong Bad was the one that everybody loved because he had that voice, and he would read these emails, and it was absurd, and it was silly and fun, and the other stuff was fun too.
His whole family was pretty good. Like Strong Bad would. Understand the word.
That's right.
And he would do the is your refrigerator running joke in the
remind me of what that is.
Which is an all-time classic.
See, there was a trick or treat episode, and it's one of my favorite moments in it. It's a trick or treat episode, and they're all saying trick or treat, and then after they're all done, you just hear Strong Bad go, "Is your refrigerator running?" Because he's wearing a Chicago Bears for refrigerator.
Oh, the football player.
And so he's decided that's what that means. And I was like, God, that's amazing. And then his other brother, Strong Sad, because remember, it's Strong Bad, Strong Mad, and Strong Sad.
Strong Sad, yes.
Strong Sad. My favorite is on the menu when you would click over different things. Strong Sad would tell you why things were awful. And there's the last one you go over, and he starts soaring through the air, and he goes, "I'm sad that I'm flying."
That's the quote I was waiting for. That's the quote I was waiting for, because that still plays in my head all the time. I'm sad.
I'm sad that I'm flying.
I'm sad that is such a good quote that for a moment there, I almost thought it was Simpsons. I almost thought it was like something that the sad kid says, but that is a Homestar Runner.
Homestar Runner. That is Strong Sad. Those three brothers were spectacular.
Yeah. And then you had Homestar. You had
Homestar was funny.
Homestar.
Yeah, God. Yes.
So good.
So do you know how that guy came about?
No.
Somebody in an email misspelled Homestar.
Yes, that's right. To one of Strong Bad's.
Hilarious.
And he said,
Homestar. He's like, Homestar. Oh, I haven't seen that guy in years.
And then it just
and they
creates
do
a
an
character.
entire episode, and then he's just his head spins, and he's like,
yes. That was the Wild West of the internet. This was where you could just put something online and you did not know what was going to happen with it. But it was great. I watched it for years, and then one day it just kind of stopped happening. But what happened is they got professional gigs, they got jobs, and Gravity Falls is one of the greatest animated series of all time.
Ever. At one time, Disney had the two best shows.
Yeah.
They owned it.
Can I guess the other one?
Please.
Phineas and Ferb.
I mean,
You nailed it.
absolutely.
Those two shows were the greatest shows
Those
ever.
two shows, and they're both hilarious, but both very different. You know, one was almost like a sitcom, Phineas and Ferb. It was almost like a super spy sitcom.
Yeah.
Put into a cartoon world of insanity, and the other one is like a deep, dark, like mystery.
It's like the X-Files for kids.
Yes,
Exactly.
It's the X-Files for kids.
But both of them were just nonstop hilarious from beginning to end, and yet filling their purpose. I mean, it was so good.
Yeah.
That was a good time to be a kid. That's when our kids were kids.
Yeah, our kids were growing up around that time, and Gravity Falls.
Those shows got me through being a father.
Absolutely, because they were really fun to watch, and my kids got into them big time. And so if you got forced to kind of sit down and be on the couch while TV was going on, you were like, if it was Gravity Falls, not a problem. If it was Phineas and Ferb, not a problem. If it was Caillou, get me out of here.
Oh, God, that's so true.
Get me out of here. Like, that was a show that created, like, first of all, Caillou whined like a brat. And so I remember when my oldest was watching a little Caillou, he was picking up some Caillou tendencies. And I was like, we got to get away from this Caillou kid, man. He is bad news. He complains about everything. So moving over to positive, good animated shows. Sorry to the creators of Caillou, but
you suck.
You suck. I don't know if anybody even remembers it. It was here.
Nobody remembers you.
Yeah. Oh, Caillou.
You didn't do it.
Yeah. There were some painful ones.
Are we gonna have to do a follow-up? Oops, we pissed off
No.
the person.
I am not apologizing. I'm standing on my ground here. I have to apologize for too much. I'm gonna say, Caillou, you suck. I mean, I think it's been off the air for 15 years.
Oh, God, yeah.
Whatever. I'm kidding.
Has anybody seen Bluey?
Absolutely love
I
Bluey.
love Bluey.
Bluey is great. Love that show. It's an
That's
Australian.
that is the modern takeover for like the little ones, like the alphas, I guess.
It
right?
is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's so sweet. In every single episode, it's so funny, but at the same time, it's just like heartbreakingly adorable and sweet.
And it's Aussies, man. It's Aussies, right?
Yeah, we still have hope down there.
Yeah, you do. You're doing all right. Well, it's funny. I love their accents, and I just love the whole, like the family dynamic and the way that they tackle different subjects. My youngest just was, for a while there, absolutely obsessed with Bluey. Went to like a live Bluey event here in LA, had all the Bluey toys. So yeah, that's a good one. I liked that one. Because there was like an episode where they did like a nostalgic flashing back to what the parents were like in the 90s. And I remember watching that and I was like, this is so great. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like, I liked it when there was shows that were awesome and you could feel like you were safe to let your kid enjoy it, and you could even enjoy it with them. But it was, that's I guess you always kind of need that. I don't know how that's even going now outside of Bluey. If that's even, I mean, because look, even Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Oh,
which was a big one.
love Mickey Mouse
I freaking
Clubhouse.
love that. There were some moments in that show where the writers were letting loose. I remember when Pete was having. God, it is still to this day one of the favorite jokes in our house. We'll sing the song that Pete would sing for his Halloween things.
Pete is having a party, a great big Halloween party, but no one ever comes to my party. So why do I even bother?
And the freaking song like dies at the end. It goes.
Right, it falls apart.
It is. When they were tiny, they laughed like crazy, and when they got older, they laughed like that was a great joke.
Yeah. And that was actually a big show for us and our kids and our families, because when we would get together, they would, singing hot dog, hot diggity dog. There was all sorts of things around that, and the Oh Toodles, and I mean, it was that was a big one for when Ewan was very little.
Who sang the theme song to that?
That was They Might Be Giants, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
You list that those witty minds and songsmiths.
And the opening song for Phineas and Ferb was Bowling for Soup.
Bowling for Soup.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And they showed up in a couple episodes also and did some follow-up songs too.
So cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like Weird Al has done an animated show or two as well.
It was
Because I know some of these really great songwriters and geniuses that kind of cross over into those animated realms, put their names and put their songs and stuff. Because I mean, famously when we were kids, now this isn't a wholesome show for everybody, but famously when South Park debuted and it was like they got Primus, to do the theme song.
Going down to South Park.
There's something about when you have an animated show and you can kind of find it's a little bit nerdy bands. Like
Right.
I would say all these bands are like
Right.
these are who nerds love, and that's who also loves animated cleverness, like
Right.
Animaniacs or Tiny Toons or Pinky and the Brain or there's
God,
this
love
there's this
Animaniacs.
there's this crossover of wit and animation, and it usually comes along with witty musicians.
Yes.
They're all kind of in it together.
Well, Weird Al was in Milo Murphy's Law. He was like the main character in Milo Murphy's Law. It was his voice.
I don't know Milo Murphy's Law.
Oh, dude, it's great.
Really?
It's so good. It kind of falls apart towards the end of the whole. I think there's only like 2 seasons, I believe. I might be wrong.
Okay.
But starring Weird Al.
Yeah.
I love it.
There are only 2 types of people who go into music. This is not scientifically backed or proven.
Please
in any way at all.
state it as if it is.
There are only 2 types of people who go into music.
Period.
Nerds and ups.
All right. Well,
What's the clean word for that phrase? What's give me.
I think it is what it is.
Okay,
I think
you
gotta
just
bleep
hear
it.
the beat. You just hear the beat.
But it's
Derelicts.
It's people who are so hyper intelligent that they don't know what to to do with it, and
That's
so
true.
they go out and they make music, and then they find out they can get girls, and,
Yeah.
and then they suddenly are thought of as not a nerd anymore, and they're like, oh my god, this guy is like the one that you made me listen to, who had his whole journey.
Andrew
Andrew
W.K.
WK.
That's an example of a nerd who you'd look at and you'd be like, oh, apparently he's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy's cool, and
Yeah.
he's, he does well with ladies and parties all the time.
Yeah.
That guy is 100%. That's a nerd.
I
Totally.
married Kat Dennings, by the way. Well
Yeah.
done, Andrew.
Yes.
Good on you.
Yes. And so you get their crazy, insane, nerdy, brilliant perspective. For the bleep ups, I'm going to save you the time.
Thank you, Nolly.
Yeah.
For the bleep ups, it's like they don't know what else to do. So someone hands them a guitar and they're like, bing, 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 oh, yeah, and off
Yeah.
they go. And then you just get insane music. I would say an example of bleep ups are Van Halen.
Yeah. Kind of like get into.
Anybody who spends more time enjoying the drugs and the party than the music is probably one of those folks.
Yeah. Although that's a really interesting example because Eddie and Alex
Also
are
nerds.
both
Yeah.
like nerds, and like David likes to party. Yeah, he likes to party. But that is a perfect example because that's a hybrid
It's a
band.
crossover.
It's a crossover because Eddie is one of the greatest guitar players of all time, which means he was a nerd, which means he sat in his room and went, I will not rest until I can absolutely do this and slay in the best possible way.
Yeah, you know what I think it is when you get the crossover where there's like you're not inspired by what the world wants you to be inspired by.
Yeah.
Like when you're
That's a good way of putting it.
yeah, like when you're one of those nerds who's like, I don't really want to be a physicist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be an engineer. I don't want to change math. I don't want to do computer science. Whatever. Like I don't want to do those things.
Yeah.
But I have a brain that works like that. That's where you get the crossover, I think.
Yeah, and I think
Because there's only two.
There's only two. There's only two. So I'll throw into so you got the nerds and the others, but I would say in the others, and maybe there's three. I'd say the last is for people to get into music. It's they don't know what to do with this feeling they have. They have nowhere to place it.
You know what? I think I should redefine
Okay.
a little bit.
Okay.
I think that the fuck-ups, sorry.
So you're changing what this scientific study that you read about there being a you're gonna alter the study.
I didn't because I read more of the article.
Oh, okay.
And now I know from additional
right. You just
reading
finished it.
that there's further
Right.
data.
Yeah.
To
It
kind
was
of
written by
explain.
Ronan Farrow, so it took you a minute.
It was a long.
That's a throwback to episode 1.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's a problem we have in society where other people will define who is a.
Oh, there you go.
God, no.
Who is a screw up?
Yes.
Thank you.
Where because you don't have an interest in this and your grades aren't very good, or because that thing bores you and so you're gonna take a drag from the. You're gonna take a rip from the bong.
Rip from the bong, start smoking, start drinking,
Start partying a little bit.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when those people end up doing something incredible, you go like, well, no, that person was amazing. They were not a blew up.
Yeah.
They just were not inspired.
Yeah.
And I think that's most F ups actually.
Yeah.
It's like-
Brad Lee from
Sublime. Yeah, and I mean, look, this all comes out of, this is not to get so heavy or dark, but this comes onto how they were raised and what kind of opportunity they had, what their household was like. Did they have a single mom? Did they have a broken home? Because you've got geniuses born, and this to your point. This is to your point. It's like you've got geniuses born in a home that's not conducive to that genius brain. The school is bad. The teachers aren't paying attention.
Right.
But there is something in them that has to come out. And so some of the greatest stories of artists of all time are people that it's the only way they could exist. It is an interesting thing because since rock and roll or music in general, you either have somebody who has all the time and care and opportunity to let their genius be fostered and flourished into the world.
Right.
And then you have people that do not have that at all. And two will rise.
Right.
You will have the ones that had all of the opportunity and ability to rise to the top. And then you'll also have the ones who fought and are scrappy.
Right.
And that's just how the world works.
It's weird because you don't know, right? Like sometimes you're just lucky, or maybe you just, you know, when you programmed your character before you jumped into the Earth simulation.
Yeah. It's all about what you
just
selected.
Yeah, you're just like, you know what, I think I want this one to be, let's make this one a breeze. Like you paid extra to have it be a breeze.
Yeah.
Because like I think if you're, as an example, or there's a trade-off, and I'll give you a great example where it might have been trade-off in this hypothetical scenario that this is all simulation.
Yeah.
Let's suppose that you're Kobe Bean Bryant.
Okay.
All right, so you've decided I'm going to have an affinity for basketball, and then if I focus on this, I could be arguably the greatest of all time.
Right.
I'm going to put myself in the family of a basketball player. Not one who's overwhelming, not like Magic Johnson, not somebody who's like too much.
Right.
But Joe Jellybean Bryant.
Okay.
Professional ball player, really good, knows what he's doing.
Joe Jellybean?
That was Kobe's dad. He was a professional basketball player.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Joe Jellybean Bryant. Yeah, and for a while coached the LA Sparks.
Really?
Yeah. Interesting dude.
Right.
Very successful by any metric, successful, talented, wonderful dude. Right? Grew up in a great house. Grew up with a great family. Lived in Italy. Lived in Spain. Like Kobe knew like 4 languages or something like that. Because he grew up all over the world. Yeah, but he loved basketball, right? Sometimes a parent will be like, you are going to golf every day and be great at golf. And the kid's like, I don't like golf.
Right.
And then they don't become a great golfer, even though they could be forced into it. Or they become like a really good golfer, but because their heart's not in it, they're,
Yeah.
Right? So this is like a rare instance where you've got somebody a dad who probably was like, hey, you should do basketball. And the kid's like, I actually
really like
love this.
Yeah.
And then you have that. But in this simulation theory of like, if you get a certain amount of points or you have to deal with the difficulty, maybe that's why we lost him so soon.
Yeah. I mean, it's
to be so great, you have to get unplugged early.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Well,
crazy.
It's like the 27
crazy stuff.
It's like the 27 Club.
Nonsense that I'm talking about. It's just like if like in a hypothetical idea
We're
for how the universe
just floating
works.
some ideas.
Okay,
Yeah.
the 27 Club, obviously.
Right.
Jimi Hendrix, Janis,
Joplin,
Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison,
Kurt
Cobain,
and Amy Winehouse.
right?
Yes.
And
Maybe we're missing somebody.
Percy Bysshe Shelley. No, okay.
We're getting to the 27 Club and this idea of all these people who died at 27 who were very great and
Right.
excelled at what they did.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of the programming.
Again, it's a hilarious thought experiment.
Yeah, and let's be clear to the
It's a
audience.
thought experiment.
We're not saying we are the authorities on this. We are 3 middle-aged dudes who slam our heads against walls, and we're just exploring.
I left a grease mark.
We're
Right
a
there.
moisturizer mark.
I left a moisturizer mark.
We are just thinking aloud about what does it all mean? What is existence? And when you are given a skill as a musician, an athlete, a poet, a prophet, a whatever. We
sounds like the
Upon and a
beginning.
king,
Yeah.
up and down and in and out. That's a
my
little
God.
Sinatra action
Let me
there.
grab my acoustic guitar real quick.
I've been a poet, a prophet.
Whatever you're handed, it's gonna be an interesting ride, and it has been an interesting thing to observe that some burn out very quickly, some have the opportunity that lasts them a lifetime, and they come from various backgrounds. Some come from money, some don't. Some come from support, some don't, and you just never know in this game of life. However you want to take that phrase.
Yeah. But it's a funny game that I sometimes like to play, and these guys sometimes like to play along. It's like, what if you're in a video game and you get to then program your character and you have a certain amount of points and a certain amount of tragedy and a certain amount of excitement and success and whatever else, and you put it all in there and then you say, okay, go. And then, some of it plays into it and some of it you can control and some of it you can't. And it's, it's an insane game.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why we'd play.
Yeah.
If it has its ups and downs. If you put in a game cartridge in the NES, the original, and all you had to do was walk in that direction forever and nothing really happened, you would think that game sucks.
Yeah. That's the beginning, or that's a portion of Red Dead Redemption if you do it wrong.
If you play the game wrong. You play the game wrong. If you go, see the town? Nah. I'm going to walk out into the desert. That's very true.
You could do that for
You could literally pitfall yourself to death.
Which was Tumbleweed, our show Tumbleweed that we made. That's the whole thing, is that he just decided to go on another quest.
And that was what was so funny about when they created these open world games where you could be like, when they would introduce people, they'd be like, it's amazing. You can actually have a horse go skin a coyote and eat off the land and camp, whatever. And most people are like, cute, but I'm going to play the story. And then there are those people who are like, yeah, man, I'm going to go out there and just like live in the digital universe. And that spawned the idea for a crazy web series that we made once upon a time.
That's right.
Yeah, which you should
You should check it out. Tumbleweed. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. We went from cartoon shows to jingles to Life is a Simulation, Homestar. See, I'm never Grease.
And greasy foreheads.
I'm never really that concerned or worried about when you get the three of us kind of talking about a subject. I feel like
we should ask the audience what to name the episode because I have no idea what the topic was.
Yeah.
I guess you can't do that.
You
after
can't
the fact,
do that.
Can we have them go back in time or forward in time? Or
Yes,
something
of course,
like
of course. We're gonna need you guys to go back in time and help us name this episode.
That's it. That's the answer. It's going to be called Name This Episode.
That's great.
And I
love
want
it.
everybody in the comments to name the episode, and we're not going to name it.
Yeah. And by the way, this is the internet, so it's going to be like 3. It's going to be such a dig that we're going to have to face an insult or two, which we are fine with that.
Well,
Bring it on.
that's it's Tuesday.
It's just another Tuesday, baby. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I don't know anything else you guys want to talk about this time around, or you want to?
Well, I guess I'm satisfied that I could probably clean that TV now, right?
Yeah, you can. You can.
No,
But there will be another forehead print on it very, very soon.
By the time we're back here again next week, there will be a new one.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
I
know. You find it. You try to find a way.
When you're younger, you see 2 handprints and then 2 other handprints. But when you're older, it's just one single head hitting the wall.
Yeah.
Wait, 2 handprints and then 2.
Was that a sex joke?
No! Wow. Okay, I got to bleep that now.
Well, I think
we're allowed.
Middle-aged
Dudes
probably have an audience filled with a lot of older. I doubt that a lot of kids are coming on,
Yeah,
even though
that's
we talked
true.
about cartoons.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it's going to be parents wondering, like, oh, yeah,
Probably.
why did I let my kids watch that crap?
And if they were original biofriendly podcast listeners, they've grown up by now. If they were children then, they're working a job by now.
We'll teach the kids some stuff eventually. We'll get to some good quality learning. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll teach them.
Sure. Yeah. We'll teach you as good as Homestar Runner taught us.
Yeah, we will. You'll
That's
know,
what
you'll learn. We'll learn you.
Yeah, we'll learn you. We'll learn you.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, and by the way, I just have a new update on the news. If you guys want to hear the news.
Yes. Is this that place you're talking about that I...
Zubatzia.
Okay, Zubatzia.
What are they doing out there?
Well, the crazy thing is I just learned that there is a Zubatzian consulate in Pasadena.
What?
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's right outside our window, outside there.
You mean the Pepperidge Farms building?
Yeah, that's a Pepperidge Farms.
It is, but they had to do a rental thing. It's like a one-room kind of a thing. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but that's the Zubatzian consulate.
Is that
right
why part of that building is orange, but not all of it?
I think so. That must be it.
It has to be.
Let me
Because there's
tell you
only one section that's orange. The rest
Yeah.
of it's white.
And it's like on opposite angles and only on the top and the bottom.
Yeah. So that might be Zubatzian. We might need to swing by and check it out. I have been low on Milanos.
Okay.
So I've been meaning to pick some up. So maybe we could just stop by Pepperidge Farm, buy some Milanos.
While
and
we're
then,
there, pick up a visa.
Yeah.
Go to Zubatzia.
Yeah, so that the audience knows that
Yeah.
there is a Pepperidge Farm. I don't know if that's. I think it's a
Dispensary?
Not a factory. It's a dispensary. It's a Pepperidge Farm dispensary.
Yeah. It's they
make really good Pepperidge Farm cookies.
Pepperidge Farm infused drinks.
Yes.
Different flowers.
Yes.
Things that you can have. It is a dispensary.
You will find that Pepperidge Farm cookie gives
Is-
you a little more kick than the
Yeah.
typical
They make
Pepperidge Farm.
Pepperidge Farm gummies.
Yes,
you know,
at
the
Pepperidge
whole thing.
Farm. Yeah.
But apparently
Tinctures.
it actually is a part of that building. The Zubatzian consulate is a part of that building, which
Okay.
doesn't make any sense, but it's there.
All right. Well, I
so
think we
long
got
as it works for Zubatzia, it works for me.
Oh, that was a good jinx. Oh, that's so good. That's all I got.
That's all we got.
yeah.
That's great news. Good to hear about that little country. We're going to stop by that place.
Well, thanks for joining us on the Biofriendly Podcast
Slash
Upward Spiral Show.
Yes.
We are going to go away now.
Upward spiral.
Yeah!